the king's presence. I will. King David said, "You can't explain. Can see you reign. You can't explain. Believe in you again." King David said, "You can't explain. Can see you reign. You can't explain. Can't explain you, Yahweh." The xsinick show. We are getting shot fun. Let them work together. We are getting shot fun. I am xsinick, and I love you. It's so. Come and join us. Subscribe. Come now. The xsinick show. We are getting shot fun. I am xsinick, and I love you. It is your show. Come now, join us, subscribe. Come now, the xsinick show. The xsinick show. We are getting shot fun. I am xsinick, and I love you.
Hey guys, how's it going? Starting early in the morning. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, so we're about to have like it's a regular stream here. So I'm going to jump into Blender and get some work done, and we'll see how much artwork we can get done and that kind of thing. So yeah, no, so this is gonna be Soul 3000 development, and enough said. Let's get right to it. Good morning, xsinick. Good morning to you, whoever you are that drops in and check me out and that kind of thing. I hope your day is looking really well. We're trying for an early morning stream here to see how that goes for a little bit. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in 2 seconds. Let's go. Okie, here we are. Let's see. First thing is fire up Blender. Blender. I think there's like a new version of Blender out too. Probably take a look at that in a minute. Consistency, guys. So the thing about the stream is that there's no real consistent times. I've tried consistent times in the past, and it does work. As human beings, we like predictability, right? We like things predictable and that kind of thing. But you know what's the funny thing? Life isn't predictable. It's predictable up to a point. So Like I could come on at a specific time, do stuff, and I've done it in the past, at a specific time every day for like a year, 2 years, and then stuff happens, right? I don't want to get into it 'cause I don't want to be depressing, but like stuff happens, and all of a sudden you can't stream for like a few days, or you can't, or you only could stream later that night, or you only could stream for like an hour or half an hour, and it just one thing snowballs into another thing, whatever it is. So I think the easiest thing is like if you have your notifications on. So if you really want to see when the stream pops up and you're a person watching on YouTube, you need to join the Discord. Look up xsinick 3000 or in the About section in YouTube or even on Twitch. There's a link to the Discord. So once you sign up for the Discord, it actually alerts you for when the stream goes live. And that could be almost any time right now. I'm trying to look for a comfortable spot where there's not much going on and I'm not tired so that I can stream, and I could stream what I'm doing here with game development specifically. So and some of my other streams is just sometimes I just need to relax, so I play a game or I make music, whatever it is. Not a whole lot of that, but that's been going on recently. But yeah, so on and so forth. That's the state of the union. Okay. Okay, so I think I was really going through and organizing the character files here before. And being organized is definitely the way to go when you're doing any kind of project. Much less, a game project even more so. Any kind of thing like that. So we have hidden areas to do. Okay, so we gotta fire up the game engine to see where things are. So what happened is that there's a new version of Godot which seems to improve on a lot of things, and I'm not gonna mid development switch over to it. I'm going to do that coming down to the end. I'm gonna see what I can port over. Getting closer to release. When is release, might you add? When the game is finished. No, most likely, God willing, sometime next year or at the end of this year. We'll see how hard I can pound at this and how much people I can bring on to help. So, a lot of times these things turn into hobbies because, as a single lone developer, as I said, it was me and basically my brother and whoever else we could get in, it's just a small team. And what happens is that, as I said, life, people need to do other things and then there's no funding. So if you could secure like some level of funding, then you can keep people around you to help finish things, because bills need to be paid, because when you're living, especially here in the US, bills come your way just for living. So it's kind of like you still try to be creative, but you need money to make a creative space for you, whether it be a certain time of day or whenever. Okay, so I think this is what I was doing. I was going through each level and I was like putting this transportation system in there. Yes, I was. That's where we left it last, guys. I believe I have a transportation in all system in all parts, but we could go ahead and just double check that, make sure everything is like that. Okay, I think I landed here because there was some sort of scale issue, and I've been fixing to work on that. But I think let's see what's going on here. This is actually this small. This looks really odd, you know. Here we go. Let's see what yeah, all the structures are scaled like by half. Sure what's going on. I think it's just this particular level. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. I'm just gonna add this down to the end, and we'll go through and figure out all the technical things of why certain things happen a certain way. So one part is that we were developing like some kind of craft, and I want to see if I could finish that off too. Okay, just load some of these other levels in here. So level 3 looks like. Actually, no, this feels like the correct scale. So level 2 has some kind of scale issue that we gotta fix. And that scale issue could have come from definitely came from the fact that it's an old version of Blender that was used to create that level. 180. Yep, we already have this as a thing. We just put it in there just to see what's up. And lighting is a whole nother issue. Godot is such a very good game engine. Do you guys know that I think like the newest Blender project was a game made in Godot? That's something else. Let's take a quick peek at that. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Blender 2.5. We have new Blender merge. Another Blender heads thing. Dog walk. I think that's the name of it. Blender's very excited to show our game Dog Walk. Download the game here, play it on Steam or itch.io. Okay, let's check. Let's do the Steam thing. Also, you can download and play the game on the official storefront like Steam. your full asset library. Just click on that. That's so cool. So there's asset libraries of this thing. Okay, so there's some other steps you gotta do. You gotta join Blender Studio. Very cool. Amazing. Okay. We just have a look here. It's called Dog Walk. You can get the supporters pack for $4.99. That's so cool. That's added. The style looks like that game I like to play, the Lone Dark. I like it. Okay, I'll add it to action open world. Oh, Destiny is still downloading? I don't even know if I really want to play Destiny in the end. Okay, Dog Walk is downloading. In the meantime, let's get back here into Blender. Or into 3D Code. And I was just, it's 3D Code Blender. Back here in Godot. And I'm here just checking out, just laying out this thing here just to see what it looks like. We already have levels already with this stuff in there. Is it ready to play? Just check it out. There's building shaders. Okay. This is gonna be pretty cool.
Cuteness over 9,000!
Yup. This is cool. Oh, no mouse control. Oh, no, yeah, there is a mouse control. This is cool. Hold on, guys. game. Wow. Oh, this is a dog. This is cool. The dog gotta find a stick. Oh, right here. That's not a stick. Isn't the stick gotta be the same shape? I guess not. This game is cool. They did a good job. You gotta get a hat from the king now. Really? This is kind of cool. This is what the sign says. Forest and fish. Wow, this game is awesome. I like the kind of watercolor texture. It's definitely a style. Get lost in the woods. Uh-oh. Sorry. What kind of dog is this? Oh, this is the park. Okay, so if we go stick to the side here, we're gonna end up somewhere where we could get a hat and hey, 13 heads. Hello. How are you this morning?
Drawing on paper with pens and pencils. Draw the thing.
Oh, look here, we have a fence.
Whoa.
Can the dog jump? Your head hurts, but it's okay. Oh yeah, you found a new way. Well, good luck. We're doing a lot of Blender today. A lot of Blender in this stream. A matter of fact, this game you're seeing here is made in Blender, and the game engine is the game engine that we're using is Godot game engine. It's on the Blender website. You're gonna have to show me the way that you found. I'm gonna put the game down in a minute here. We're just checking this out because this is a new Blender Studio project. So we're on the right track. You know, we're on the right track with using Godot because the Blender Studio uses it now, and we are of course on the right track because we use Blender. I'll make sure I'm playing the softest, smoothest music in the background, if any at all, so your head doesn't hurt you. Heads. If I was there, I would come and rub your head, and I would make you something hot to drink. Well, probably not hot, but something to drink. And oh, you send the basics in the server? Okay, yeah, we'll totally check it out, and I'll do it in here in a minute. Let's head back. Just gonna put this dog back. Are we running in circles here? Oh, this is where the camp is. It needs a carrot, a nose. It needs a carrot, a cane, and a top hat. Well, Unreal is a really good game engine. You know, as soon as I'm finished with Soul 3000, God willing, once we finish with this game here, I'm definitely gonna be moving over to Unreal to see what it's like. You know, I've only opened Unreal maybe once or twice ever in my life, and that's probably 10 years ago. Okay, guys, so this was the Blender. You know, we were checking out Blender, so this was that Blender new Blender project. It's awesome. They did a good job. You know what I mean? The guys that did this, I mean, it's great. You know, using Godot and everything like that. All the files are out there, so you could check it out. The game, you could get it on Steam or you could download it from their site, and it kicks butt. I like it. Okay, so we're getting out of here. yeah, let's get back into some Blender. And maybe later, maybe at some point we'll actually play the full game and see if we could find all the parts for the snowman. I love it. It gave me so much idea. Why didn't I do a game like that? You know? But hey, not everything is for everybody. But it's nice. I love games like that. Just by the way, maybe a game with xsinick and I looking for like coffee. We could like copy it directly. Okay, okay. And you know what? I could feature everybody as part of our community. Like I could feature them as the characters, as in their avatars. Who knows? Who knows? It's a thing. I've been doing pretty okay. Everything has been all right. The stream has been on and off a lot. So I try to at least have one stream a week, no matter what's going on. But sometimes the streams are just me ranting or playing a game, or sometimes the streams is just me, like recently, just like making music or putting music together or listening to music. So it's kind of more like hangout relaxation streams, and very few streams of me actually using Blender or 3D Code or Godot. Very few of that, but they're out there. I'm trying to get back to it. And when I say very few, you know, you're talking, you know, with someone who like to stream at least once or twice a day, for every day for years. I did that. So, you know, I'm going to get back into it because it's not so much like the viewership as much as me trying to get, projects done and that kind of thing. So, yeah, so it's been going pretty good. uh, you missed a lot. Hey. Alright, so 13 heads, I'm going to check out what you sent because I want to see this technique. And we could try it right here real quick. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, 13 heads, all things 3D. Perfect. I'm gonna give you a thumbs up on that one. I'm gonna give it fire also because it's pretty hot. What else could I give this? I'll give it a yes. Let's throw in a cup of coffee here. Bam. Alright, so let's check this out. Drawing ornaments on surfaces in Blender. Oh, is that, wait a minute, is this is that the bevels one? Hold on. I'm gonna visit the site, see where. Yep. Yeah, it's basically like a. Is this what it's talking about? Taper. Oh, so it's kind of like basically what you're doing is like what do you call it? Like like a spline, but you could just directly draw on it and you give it a taper and you control the profile. And that's what you consider giving it bevels. I see. Oh, you didn't know about that? Okay. I mean, I guess I don't do stuff like that, like on here. But it's cool. Let's see if we could replicate that back right now. That looks pretty fun. Let's see here. So let's drop a sphere. Just like in there. Shade that smooth. I'm gonna do the same thing they did. Well, kind of like what they did. Let's see. Let's do something like that so we have something cool to do it on, like almost like a face mask, like what they have. It almost looks like a Warframe head. Okay, I've been playing a lot of Warframe. Let's see, shading. Let's give it some chromosome, like what they did. It's loading. It's compiling the EV shit engine. Give it a sec. Okay, here we go. So all I do is give it a new material and just turn the metallics all the way up. Turn the roughness all the way down. Bam. It's kind of like what they have. Let me just blur it a little bit so it looks a little bit more like that. Okie dokie. Let's go back here. Let's view it like that. Okay. I love it. Alright. You see, now I want to just play with shading now. I'm not... So, like, I asked someone, who has been watching the stream, like, what do you think about... Let's see what they did here. Yes, curves. Okay. Yeah, Bezier curve. And geometry. Okay, to activate that tool. Okay, let's put a bevel down. Curve, Bezier. I think what they did is like they went into the edit mode and they deleted the default Bezier in here. And then they went over here to this draw mode right here. Right? But then you want to draw it on like that. So you want to draw it on the surface, right? So let's see. Oh, depth, surface, let's see. Yeah, so it draws it on the surface. See that? Okay, so that's the first step. Then you want to go in geometry, I think. So that's how you get the... Let's come here. Okay, let's try it. Zoop, 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 zoop. What we could do too? You could I think like what they did, they put like there's a symmetry up here you could use. Oh, you could just do symmetry in here. Hold on. So you go like mirror, you edit, generate mirror. And run mirror along the X. Okay. Mirror. See? Oh, mirror generate along the Y. There we go. Alright, so we got that. Is this the mirror in here? Because sometimes they add mirror. Okay. Let's see what else. You can in the geometry, right? So let's go here. The geometry setting under the Bezier. Let's see what settings they used. 13 heads. This is awesome, by the way. Have I ever worked in what you see is what you get? Is that a program? I know when people say what you see is what you get, they're talking about things like HTML. They're talking about like, just whatever you see on the screen is what you get back, So that's a program? The thing is to see how the settings that this person used. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Hold on a minute. Okay, so let's use round. Okay, let's try that. Stop. Just the bevel depth right there. Yeah, and there's a taper object and all that sort of stuff. Isn't that what they call WYSIWYG? What you see is what you get. Are you talking about HTML? Let's see. So that's an app builder? Oh. Let's see here. Yeah. Where's those settings? Hold on. I'm looking for the taper settings. Alright, just use a bevel profile. Okay. Yeah. So there's a profile right here. And you can use that to do cool stuff. Look at that. I think there's like preset profiles. You could do crown molding and stuff. That's crazy, right? Steps. Default. Okay, let's go with that one. And he actually used, let's go back here. It basically comes down to the settings. I'm trying to get the settings here. Let's do one more thing. Hey, where is that? He's moving so fast. That's the thing about these things. It's like it's pretty nice, but it's fast. See here, is there a type? Oh, taper start, taper end, right here. That around. Of course, that does not work. Let's see. Okay, you have to redo it. So that's how he did that, and then he added a profile on there. Okay, I see. Nice. Yeah, let's delete everything. Let's try it again. Yeah, boy. Okay. This is very cool. Thanks for sharing. This is good stuff. Yeah, and you can make it fat like that. Oh, look at that. We got a mask, 13 heads. Oh. That's because I did that in the mirror. Okay, back and track. Yeah. Let's do the eyes. That's the eyes. And of course, you can just add that same material on here. No biggie. That's so cool. I like it. It's a nice way to do this kind of sketchy kind of thing. Very cool. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get let's check out what we were doing a couple streams back with this is addicting, playing like this. All of a sudden, 13 heads. Okay, so this is where it is. So in order to do this, what we did was to make a Bezier curve object, right? Then you go tab into it and you delete the points, you know, based upon the video that 13 had sent me. And then once you're in the Bezier mode, once you're in the edit mode in the Bezier and you delete the points, you see that there's this draw tool right here, which is key. So you click on that, and but there's other tools you could use. There's like this pen tool that gives you a little more control, I think. It should. Anyways, we'll stick with the draw tool for now. The tool is acting weird. And so you have this so you have this draw tool, and then in here you have the taper settings for the ends. Now it doesn't interactively change the taper and everything, so once you change this, it's according to what you draw after you change it. So you have to change it first and then draw. So here under the tools section here, there's a taper start, a taper end. You could turn those right up so you could get like the little points in the end, or if you want less taper, you can just pull them back down. So when you draw now, it doesn't come to a complete point, it's a little fatter in the end. Right. I'll do it like that. I like my things fat. Fun. Alright, and then what you do in order to get the other side happening on the object, you go ahead and add a mirror modifier, and on the Y you can put it in the Y axis, or whichever way gives you that good mirror. And under the Bezier tab, under the data tab right here to the right, do I have magnify? Yep, I have magnify on this here, data tab. Right, under there's all these settings, right? So with the settings you want to change your profile, so you can get different profiles for your curves that you draw. Right, and you want to turn your depth up. You know, you can turn your depth up or down or whatever. And if you want more resolution, you can turn the resolution up. So So you can control the depth. I like this depth thing because it does it for everything. Yeah, 13 heads, thanks for sharing that. That is very cool. And you know, you guys check it out. Okay, so what we were doing in the last stream, we did some art, and I was saying that I was going to take that concept art, bring it into Blender, and do some modeling. Let's close this. I love this. This is great. If anybody wants to know more about these types of like things here, now 13 Heads calls it a bevel. It's not necessarily a bevel, but it does give that effect because you could make the profile of this sharp instead of rounded. Let's see here, what did do it here? Yeah, there you go. So if you make it sharp, then you get like this kind of beveled kind of look, based upon the profile, which is cool. If this works for you, this works for you. But I think like from here, then you have to like try to make it into a real type thing, and there's different ways you could do that in Blender to kind of merge everything together and make it into like one real mesh. But right now it's just like literally a curved object on top of a mesh object, which is great. Blender is amazing for allowing to do that. And yeah, this is good. All right, so I'll show you guys what we were doing last year. 13 Heads, again, thanks for sharing that. That's top notch. And I know he said your head is hurting you. Drink. See if drinking water or whatever it is. I appreciate you coming to check me out, but even if your head is hurting. So let's jump in here, and I'll show you guys the design that we're working on. It was in my paint, and we'll bring that design into Blender and see what we could do. Okay, so I got my paint right here. I got a bunch of paint programs up there. Okay, let's see if we can load it. No, it's not found. Okay. Luckily we are organized, guys, so we know how to find this. Let's go here. Oh, the bad thing about my paint, I haven't found a way for it to like dive into different menus. I don't know why it's like that, but it's a weird thing. For some reason, I think it could be my computer's locked off to a specific menu. So let's just go in here and let's just look. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so we're gonna go in Soul 2000, we're gonna go into concept art, and we're gonna pull up some concept art on this. It was a vehicle. Ship. There we go. Oh, were we using Godot GIMP? That'll be pretty. Let's see what's up with that. I really thought I was using hey, GIMP works. There it is. Yeah, we were sketching in the GIMP. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay. Okay. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Not my paint. That's why we didn't find it. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this onto the Wacom and just do a few adjustments, and we'll see if we could do that model in Blender, right? So let's drop that like here, like so. Now, if you don't have a pen tablet or any kind of drawing instrument to draw on a screen, it's all good. You could literally draw like this with a mouse, right? You could draw like this with a mouse, and I'll show you guys how to do that right now. So the way that you draw with a mouse, in Photoshop, I think it's the same way, but especially using the GIMP, right? So right now I have my mouse. Where it is, right here, right? And if you want to draw straight lines with a mouse, right? You come in, you just pick like a regular brush. So let's come in here and pick a brush. Hold on, guys. Let me get the brush up here. Okay, so so I got a pencil, right? And wherever you make a mark, this is just for explanation purposes. So I'm gonna make a new layer just to show you. So if you see how I made that dot right there, now if you hold shift in the GIMP, you get this line. So now if you click again, you get a line, and that's how you could start drawing simple shapes in like a 2D program. So you could like click here and then come over here. Then you could click here and then come over there. Here and then come over there. So you can click here and come over here. And if you hold control down, you can lock it off so it's nice and straight like that. So it's like on, so it's, you know, so it snaps to like an angle. You know, so you could draw using a mouse. You could at least draw straight lines. Now, if you want to do a curve, you can either try to do it freehand like me with a mouse, like that, but it's, you know, it's a little wobbly, right? Or you could use this path tool, and you could click here. Then you could do like this and like that, and it's a lot smoother because there's only like these points you can control, right? And now if you want to make a stroke, now you have to make a stroke along here, right? You see right here, there's a button called stroke path here. And if you click that, right, it's going to ask you like a bunch of questions. You can just press stroke and it will make a stroke. It will make a line, right? And you could move this and then you can click it again. It's going to ask you again. It's all good. Stroke it again, and that's how you get nice smooth lines. So you could draw with a mouse in any paint program, but especially the GIMP, that's how you do it. Okay, so moving on. But you know, I don't need to use a mouse anymore because I have a pen tablet. I have a pen, so I just use the pen on the screen, and I'm able to draw. Okay, so yeah, so I was looking at this. So what I want to do, I think like this part here of the thing, the ship, is the front and this is the back. I mean, it looks like this should be the front, right? But who knows, it might change, right? According to what we have in Blender, or what we come up with in Blender. Okay, so I want to make a part here where it's like an entrance for like, you know, whoever it is that's flying the craft to enter into. And then this part here is kind of like a cockpit. Okay, so what I'll do is let's do something like this. Whoa, hold on here. Right there. I feel like, okay, let's go. Why does this keep going back to like ink mode? Hold on, guys. I think I was inking something before, so it's like trying to stick in ink mode. Let's see what we have here. Okay, that's better. Brush. Okay. That feels cleaner. Let's go back here into this pencil. I'm gonna have to change some things here. For some reason, they think that the default pressure size is how people want to draw. You gotta change your pressure size to a pressure opacity. That's how it actually feels to draw with a pencil. You know. All right, so let's see, going like this. Notice I'm holding the point when I make my first thing here. I'm just gonna do freehand for now. I just kind of want to see what happens. Again, this is not perfect, right? So don't. the perspective is not perfect on this. Let me zoom in here a bit. Eek. Just need to get a. Why? Alright, so obviously this doesn't look very futuristic with this kind of like door right here. It looks stupid. So so let's see what we could do to the futuristic it up. So maybe something like that. Alright. If you want the future, you need odd shapes. Odd shapes for an odd future. Alright, so like obviously I can't have that ramp in there, that's stupid. let's do this. It's not about making the coolest drawings, it's about getting the idea down. Later we could do cool drawings. This is so messed up. Okay. I'm trying to like follow where my head was going with some of this. And that's why, like, if sometimes if like you're doing like an initial like design, sometimes it's good to just like sketch it as much all the way through in one sitting. Because if you sometimes if you leave it and you come back, you're like, unless you make like notes, you're like, what the, like, where was I going with this? Okay, that's feeling a little bit better.
Drive me into your arms.
I should probably do a kind of like a line split here. Okay. Okay. Alright, I mean that definitely looks like the back of the thing. Alright, so I'm thinking like these like little projectile things look really chintzy. And so we're gonna have to fix that part. Oh my gosh, you guys are kidding me. This it was literally like a gnat trying to like get me. In real life. The gnats are working. Didn't I have that problem like last year? Okay, so you see this part here? I'm thinking like we could have another plane kind of return like this. And let's shoot that out. So it's kind of cool. So let's see here. I'm gonna drop some straight lines. As straight as possible. And come back down here, and I want to cut into that. So let's see here. So we got that line there. Okay, so I'm gonna come up like this. I think that would make for a good a good thing there. It's like a little dorsal fin kind of shape. Alright, let's do the same thing over here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this part. You know what? This angle here should meet this part right here, like right there, and this part here should meet that part right there. Now you could tell like this is really off because look how fat this side here is. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get it done. Let's see, like right about here. There, want a little bit of that overlap. Uh-oh. Okay, let's do that like so. Okay, so my first mistake is to bring this like that. So you want to follow, whatever angles you establish, you kind of want to follow those lines. So this here has got to be like that. No, a real cool designer for this kind of style of doing some concepts is a guy called Fang Zhu, and he's one of the main guys at Lucasfilms who do. I don't know if he's still there. I don't think he's still at Lucasfilms, but Fang was one of the guys who designed a lot of the ships for the new Star Wars saga of movies. And I think he has a school. He has a school now, I think, like in China or something like that. Doug Chang also. Doug Chang is a another kind of Star Wars guy. A designer who's designed for Star Wars. So before you even like really get into like doing any kind of artwork in Blender, especially when it comes to things like hard surface, things like ships and stuff like that, or any kind of robotics, it's good to have like some level of concept art. You guys have seen me, we've done concept art on here. Like what we're doing right now. Okay. Okie dokie. Wow. So cool that we're able to get that line down there like that. Whoa, Destiny just said it's finished downloading. Oh, look at this part of the ship, like it got damaged. Let's lay some, lay some straight lines down. Alright. This is basically getting the ideas down, right? That's what we're doing. Alright, so where's the cockpit? Like literally, like where are you gonna look out from to fly? So like I was thinking in Blender that I was gonna like just take a big chunk out of the side here, and that's where the person is gonna sit. Probably like a big chunk like that, like right out of here. Maybe we should just do that, right? Maybe we should just take that chunk out. I mean, this is just a 2D drawing, but you know what? Let's try to do that right here. One way to find out, and that's to do it. You gotta experiment. You gotta look for a cool way to, like a cool chunk. Can't be weird. Maybe that angle like that. I'm not sure where that will go with that. Let's try that, and let's try following this part here. Let's see what happens. And logically, it'll come to these little prong things that we've been screwing around with. Okay. X V. Okay. Let's see what we get. just do that. So if the person is set back like that, that's really odd. Because you know the tendency is because a ship has a like a nose part. You want a nose. You don't want to like. I almost feel like I'm designing like the back of it. You know. Does that look like something? Interesting. Okay, let's drop some pencils on this. This is the main plane here, and we're gonna come like this. Maybe destroying. Let's go here. Do I stick with this angled plane, or do I come down? Let's stick with the angle, because we deal with this panel right here. I mean, I do like the flat feel of this side, but we gotta do something. Can I come back? Let's try that. That feels odd, but hey. And you know what? It's not even a gameplay element, right? It's like literally almost like a story element, right? So like the character is gonna, well, it could be a gameplay element. You know, if we could get to control this, that would be hot. But I'm only one person. I have a feeling like this part here feels odd. Okay, let's redo that. This should come. No, yeah, definitely. Okay, I got it now. Got it. Alright, we should definitely come back like that. So this would be like so. Let's go like so. So I'm looking at the basic shapes here. We might adjust these things, these prong things. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, now let's get this going. So just like that. I'm just gonna drop some lines just to get this happening. It should be out like that. And actually, you could like just come back in here and just see if we could get that wedge, the wedgie. Get a wedgie happening. Right there. And come back here. Okay. Alright, and this is supposed to be flat. So let's see here. Come back. So we have to bring that in a little bit more. I'm kind of cheating here a little bit. But it's all good. It's starting to look too thin. Oh no, what did you do, Nick? Oh. Alright. So this is kind of like the cockpit, right? And then you go down here and this is the exit. This ship is huge. Because if this is we gotta make this exit bigger because the ship is gonna look like, what? It should be like a one man kind of fighter almost, or transporter or whatever it is. Okay, that's a little bit better. So that could be the size of a person right there. Can I ooh. Okay, the ideas to keep flowing. Let's bring this over here. Let's connect these. This is like this. This should not line like that. That goes in like that. I actually want to bring that up to here. Okay, so that's definitely some cheating there. I know what needs to happen here. What needs to happen is that this plane has to come along here, and this has to. Okay, so this, you know, obviously, you know, we're gonna do this in Blender, right? So in Blender, we could do the corrections, right? Where this plane comes up to there, and then this comes out. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. Let's do that. Okay, so it's gonna be a little more cheating. It's gonna be a ton more cheating. Now if I do this, that might be kind of cool, right? I'm trying to like bring the cool factor back. Alright, now it looks like some kind of industrial like. Okay, so that's where the person is flying the stuff. And of course, if it's really futuristic, you don't see any kind of like glass, right? Because like, you know, there's like screens and cameras and like little things like that to make it, you know. If you're going into deep space, you know, you don't want a lot of glass. Or so we are told, right? And that's a whole nother topic. Okay. Okay, that's a cheat right there, right? That wouldn't actually happen like that. I'm cheating. All right, and maybe what happens here? Let's see. I have a feeling like this wants to go up higher. This door right here. Okay, let's do that. So actually what will happen, okay, I'm seeing it now. So let's just merge it. Let's just merge these parts together. Sometimes you gotta logically just like, okay, this is too close to that. Make that one plane. Get rid of that. Right, and this is the part I was thinking about. Maybe like the door is like made up of several pieces, right? So like the door is not just like one stupid door that just goes like zoop zoop, right? It's like this door here is like, and you could do a call out because this is concept art, right? So you could call this out. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So what I'll do is come here. Well, you could choose a different color and call it out. Let's just finish this real quick. So I got that. Okay, we'll figure that out. Let's get rid of the glass look. So we know this is where the guy is gonna chill. All right, so we got to figure out like how all these pieces. So like this is inset here. This is like a fin, and Right, this is part of it, so it insets like this. Okie dokie. Yeah. This goes in like that. And this actually makes a straight thing like that. I just kind of want to end that like that. I like this fin thing here that's connecting to that. But let's clean this part here up. Alright, so sometimes you gotta go back and like simplify as much as you can. Woo! Just kind of start to simplify shapes. Okay. Yeah, this is like a mess right here. See the stripe here? Naturally, the stripe wants to come like this. Winks. So we got that there. I already put in paint down. Let's do something like this. The thing about this stripe here is that this followed along the entire edge of the thing. Now I have this piece here kind of jutting out, which is wrong. This should actually be like this, right here, just to lay to rest any confusion. Should I close this or should I? I'm thinking like maybe we could have a couple fins here, and that keeps in the design team. Also, you know, like if you're designing for a game, like there should be like a design team that's happening. Theme. Design theme. And this has been the design team for this is, you know, there's like these kind of heat sinky type fanned plates, kind of plated feel. Okay, so I like that. It's kind of heat sinky vibe happening there. These could be angled also. As you go, you could kind of figure these things out as you go. This actually probably could be pulled back a bit. Alright, so this part here wouldn't happen like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and just fix that. Just simplifying things back a bit. Simplifying. Now you see how this part is here like this? I mean, you'd want a definite like angle like that, and then maybe like instead of a straight thing like that, you would want this angled also. So this will have a slope, because like this sometimes like it doesn't look very aircrafty. If there's a lot of like right angles, you know, there has to be like some sort of like slope line or curve or something I mean, even though it's futuristic, you know, it's gotta like have, you know, what you would expect a craft to have, kind of thing, right? It still feels like the back because there's no forward like nose like this. It's all good. It's all good. Let's do our like door in pieces. So I think maybe 3 pieces for this door, and we'll do a call out just to show what happens with this door, because you could lose that, could be lost in like design and translation, right? So let's so we got that. All right, so this is looking industrial E to what the game is, and I'm going to make a new layer. Let's just save real quick, and let's just choose like a nice color. Let's go with like a purplish pink or whatever. There we go. And let's do a call out. So I'm gonna call this door out because I kind of wanna remember what this door is supposed to do. For you know. Okay. Oh, let's do it the other way. Let's turn this pressure off. What's basic dynamics? Oh, wait a minute. Let's turn that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Pan opacity, pressure opacity. Let's turn that off. Okay. So now we just have a straight. All right. So we can make notes. Let's just do this. Okay, this is what a door could do. So that's a door. Okay, and what happens is that this door is in pieces, right? So let's just do one. Right, so it pulls up like that. Slivers. Make a note. Okay. So that's what that's what the door is doing right there. Now this is my little call out little example of what this door is gonna do. Almost as if like maybe this fin should go like all the way up there like that. Yeah, sometimes you gotta look at the design and it's like, oh, okay, this should be like all the way up like that. And maybe this part here, so it's just like, okay, let's try it. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. All right. All right. So this was done using like some stuff here for like an example. So I'm gonna bring up the example, and we're just gonna use a little bit of it. Okay, I like how they have like some of the stuff peeking out here, so I'm gonna try that. Don't want to do that because all of a sudden look like a headlight. Can I carry that through? Okay, I'm getting an idea here. Okay, this is getting a lot better. I like that. That's starting to feel a lot better right there. And sometimes you gotta go back to like the source of inspiration. I know this part here is kind of fat. Like this actually supposed to be like that. Like that. Somewhat corrective. Okay, I get the idea across with that. I know what I want to do with that. That's some kind of like fin thing that that extends from here. Okay, so that's kind of like that. I feel like I want to take a big chunk out of this. The one thing I like about the other design, like it embedded like a part like directly in there. Like, not trying to look cool, just like part needs to be in there, embedded. Let's do that. Okay, of course, one of these things where hopes, dreams, ambitions, but at the end of the day, kind of like, you gotta have like somewhat solid design. Now, you see this piece here. Why couldn't some fin parts come up here from this piece? Like, it needs to happen, right? And I'm watching this. This should be all one piece right here. Yeah, we should fin it up. We should fin it up. Fin it up. Okay. Okay, here it goes. And that also could be figured out. Like you should just like it's in bed like some big engines in here. just finish it. And then boom, and all of a sudden you get your back piece. Yeah. No. I think the back side of this would have like just a bunch like a big engine array. Okay, so this is as far as I think I want to take it with like any kind of like concept arty quote unquote kind of thing. So we could do a call out for the back part, quote unquote the engine part, quote unquote quote. This is joking. Alrighty, so let's go back here. Let's call that out. Let's go to the back engine array. We call them afterburners. Whatever. Back. It should just be back engine array. And of course, you know, you could at this point in time you don't have to draw stuff. You could just draw pictures in. But I'm gonna just do a drawing of what I think it should be. Maybe like some stacked like this. And then some small stacked. That's a general idea, right? Yeah, I'm just trying to get my ideas down. I'll put Star Destroyer in brackets so I know what it is. Star Destroyer Stazile. Okay, so that'll be like the big surprise in the back there. Let's see what else. Okay. Save this. Should we drop a color on this? We can do basic colors. And mean basic, I mean basic. Let's go. I'm gonna drop a gray on this, but I'm gonna use like a nice warm kind of gray. Drop a gray on this. You don't necessarily need to color this stuff if you're doing concept art. Sometimes just a black and white drawing just to get the shapes and stuff, so you could just drop it in Blender is good. But you know, just for the stream, I'll drop some color. Drop a little color. Maybe it could be a little bit lighter. Something like that. Okay, now it's time to pick out like what is what. I think like I want to deal with the front part here. Maybe to give that a little bit of a forward. That should probably be a color. White is also good too. So let's go with a white. Let's go with some white. Or it could be dark. Hold on here. Okay. Let's try colors. Okay, that's feeling kind of alright. It should be inverted though. Darker is good too. Let's go light. Give a slight different shades of that, because like you could You know, you want it to like probably read as a different different material, you know. Read is a different material. Okay, and this whole piece here is gonna be a thing, and then this whole piece here is gonna be another thing. Let's go! Let's do it. Like that. So it's like, it's made up of different modules. That's how they assembled it in the robot plant. In the spaceship assembly plant. Stuff plugs into stuff and plugs into other stuff. That plugs into other stuff. And I'm gonna do the underside here. Oh, I forgot there's a selection. And now you could judge, you know, if the colors are working and all these different kinds of things. In this case, I kind of don't like it that much, so let's see. Let's see if we could change, if we could fix that. Let's go back to this. Okay, that's starting to look like something. And let's change that front to kind of all white. Okay, that's feeling better. Okay, let's change this orange part here. Yeah, to me that's a lot better. But maybe it's a military grade green. Ooh, that's looking good. But there's a concept I did have green in there. From not from me, but from like whoever's doing it. Oh, I like that. Feels a little more serious. Okay. Maybe this part here is green too. I don't know. Okay. Like it looks like it wants to fly this way. I mean, if I put cuts in here, I think it will work, right? If I put some cuts in here. Definitely if I put like some engine type things sticking out there, that'll definitely work. Let's see this. I have a feeling like this piece here should. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, let's get a different green happening in there. I mean, so far everything is flat and that's fine. So let's do this. Let's do this here. Something like that. Let's give it a slightly different green. Yeah, much better. Let's do this.
Jesus reigns forever. Yeah, Jesus reigns forever.
This should have a piece of this thing here on the wing. That's what's going on there. So whatever this is, this should come back up. Okay, got it. Let's do it. So this goes back up. problem I have with this part happening now. Now it has like like a little wedge right there. But again, this is just to get an idea across. Once the idea comes across, then you could in 3D, we know how to adjust it to make even more sense, right? Like basically this should just come right down here like this. Let's just do that. I mean, it's cool to have that space there. I guess it looks more mechanical that way, like, but also, kind of breaks up the. Let's do that. I guess I wanted to show some level of thickness besides this, so that's why I did this part here. Like it's an extra plate added on top. Maybe continue with that. Maybe something like that. Hold on. We gotta solve this because I don't like what's happening here. So okay, let's look at the overall design here again. So if it's anything that's happening is that this plate here shouldn't come all the way through. It should end. So meaning that this should carry all the way through. Let's see if that will work. Maybe just this.
Jesus, my King. Jesus, my King. Jesus, my King. Jesus, my King. Starry night. Your hand is on me. You are willing.
Whoa. I hate when that happens. Let's see. View.
Starry night.
There we go.
Your words comfort me.
All right.
Gentle. Forever you protect me.
I think this might be the action. We could always adjust, right? We could always tweak. I think this might be the action, so let's do that on the other side here. Whatever. Yeah, so we know what that's supposed to be anyway. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's fill that up with some color. Ooh, okay, I see something here. Let's go, let's try this. I am going to not, I'm gonna do this. I don't want that thick like that. I want that embedded. Embedded. Bam. Let's go back to this layer here. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. Keep it all nice and flush. Okay, now let's continue this trim. This to there to there. Okay, I think this completes the overall design. Oh. Yeah, I think this is what it kind of needed. Okay. Okay, that's feeling like something. Now, I think what would complete this is if I turn the bottom block this same color, so there's like a different front, then there's another color and then another color. Yeah. It's gonna have to happen that way. So you're gonna have to select this. At least this part here. Let's drop these colors on here. Yeah, all of a sudden that's... Oh, maybe. Hold on, let me think about this for a minute. Let's zoom out here a bit. Yeah, it should be that layered. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this together here Save this. All right. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh. Now let's put this in Blender and work on this. I think I'm gonna call that a stream, guys. Oh man. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call that a stream. Just come in here with a brush. Come in here with the same pencil, and I'll just drop some, of course, some things to light up. It can't be a spaceship without stuff to light up. Where is...
Rainy days, you had this upon me.
Just a few things.
You are willing, forever you love me.
Okay. See enough screwing around there. Alright. Yep. Maybe even a blue.
Starry night,
I'm just gonna drop a levels on this just to see what's
your
up.
words comfort me.
I think that's what's up there.
Are gentle, forever you protect me.
Let's do that. I mean, this dark green could be a completely different color, you know? See something? Oh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
Early mornings, your smile awakens me. Your love,
I feel like we could just like drop in like this kind of like chalky blue.
Jesus, my King.
Yes, let's do that. Because I just kind of want to give it a real world throw off colors, you know, throw things off. It don't have to be all color coordinated and bright. It could be, you know, like a piece of like hard machinery that'll like if anything is on there, it'll like crush it to that, you know. All right, so I think that works for now. More things you could do with like concept art like this is, I think what a lot of people could do, you could add like start to add shadows, then you add like where the light hits it, so you could start adding like, you know, you could just pick a light direction and put a light on there and start to lighten some colors up to where the light is hitting it. Then you put some shadows, and then you start to put some glints, and all of a sudden it starts to look more 3D and more like it stands out, right? But I don't think I wanted to dive into that for right now. I think this is cool for now. What I am gonna do is select the background here a couple times. And let's see if we could just make this a little darker. Something like that. Just gives it a as soon as you do this, you know, all of a sudden it really truly looks flat, right? But before we have pure white, that's kind of fine. I'm just gonna drop it back a bit. Drop back to pure white, drop back to pure white. Okay. This is fine. This is good enough. Let's make these brighter. Or darker. Ooh, that's kind of sweet. Just leave it like that. Okay. So yeah, so I think this will make a good ship. And now that I'm watching it, like the front part is a little too light, so let's just jump in there and just tweak it just a smidgen, and then we'll leave. Okay, let's go ahead and just tweak that really quickly. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Select that again. My bad, guys. Is this been selected? Hold on. Threshold is a little too high. Okay, got it now. Alright, let's go ahead and tweak that real quick. Okay, that's cool enough. We're approaching Boba Fett territory here with the colors. Okay, I want to recrop this. Whoa, whoa. I don't know why that's throwing it off, but okay.
Take a deep breath. The Lord is good. Yo, He is blessed. The Lord is good. Yo, He is blessed. The Lord is God. He will give you rest. I worked so hard, thought it's how I was born. All this mental aggregation, yo, my hands are torn. Jesus, you gave me peace beyond mental reason. Yo, hold on, kid, good things come in due season. The race is not for the swift, but for those who endure. Help is on the way, Jesus is knocking at your door. If you feel tired, weary and sad and hopeless, He will transform you anew with His likeness.
Okay, so I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, can I drop this in Blender right now and start modeling this right now? But I think if I start, something will come up because it's about that time, guys. And you know, we've been streaming for you know, over 2 hours now, and I think something's gonna come up and it's gonna tear me away, and I don't want to do that. So let's call this a stream for right now, and we will return and we will focus on modeling this thing. So we definitely kind of like oops, sorry, the music is all loud, but we definitely would you know, kind of have like, you know, what this is made up of and the general shapes, and distill some ideas down. I think some more could be done to it, but for now I think this is okay. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless you, and have a good morning, you know, have a great day. You know, and remember, you know, like if you're into like drawing and doing 3D and just doing art in general, don't let like the new AI stuff deter you. You know, it's something that you like to do, right? And it shouldn't be predicated on what's out there. Now, if you want to make a living out of it, might be a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing to look, you know, to kind of get into this whole thing with the whole AI stuff. But I believe there would always be room for a human being to create this kind of work, even if it's onto themselves, and sell it to another person. So, and it was like painting, right? You know, when photography came out, people thought that was the end of painting, but to this day, people still love a really good real painting that a real artist put brush and paint to, in a real painter, and create, you know, an amazing work, an original true painting, full oils or acrylics or whatever it is, and it's expensive, right? So I think we will definitely get there, you know. So I want to shout out 13 Heads. 13 Heads came in and you said hello to me, and I just want to say thank you for that. I haven't seen you in a minute, and it's been very nice, you know, seeing you come in here and saying hello. Now that I'm watching this design, guys, you know, I'm watching it and I could already like, I'm start editing it in my head already. Like, I was like, oh, why didn't I do this or didn't I do that? You know, so you know, that this is a point when you relax, is where you start coming up with like cooler things that you could add to something. Let's see here. So maybe I could make those edits real quick. But yeah, but we're still wrapping up, guys. You know, yeah. So don't get discouraged by all the AI stuff and feel that, you know, there's no room for you being an artist. That's not true. There's always room for a human looking forward to what another human comes up with, right? Whether it be stories, or whatever, you know, or a game, you know. Yeah, AI could probably do it, you know. It would probably be like a tool that could help, you know, the artist to arrive to like a result quicker. You know, but to be completely dependent on something, I mean, I think there's room for definitely AI told stories, AI art, all that, you know, and I think a lot of people would just probably prefer that. But in the end, it comes down to like a human creativity, right? How I see AI and art, I see AI as a tool, right? That could be a naive outlook on it, but you know, it's my outlook. And you're gonna say like, "Hey, Nick, naive is your middle name?" Nah, it's all good. I think something has to happen here with this piece of wing right here. You know, something definitely has to happen there. I don't know what. I don't know what has to happen there, but something has to happen right here. Just can't stay like this. Yeah, some kind of thing like that. Something like that. Maybe something like this. I don't want to destroy what this could be. I think that's containing it too much. Yeah, something needs to happen there. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So okay, so I want to shout out, you know, all the people in the Discord. You know, what's going on with some of the Discord is like a lot of like the users that come on here and say hello. They have different names in Discord, and I should probably find a way of putting their Twitch names in the Discord so I know exactly who I'm talking to. But it's like sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, is this like, you know? I was like, wait a minute, you know, because sometimes the Discord name is different. But anyways, yeah, the more I look at this, the more tweaks I could do. You know, like I probably should bring this piece of green all the way up to where this ends, so it look like this strip here is continuing down. Tweaks.
Worked so hard, thought that's how I was born. All this mental aggravations, yo, my hands are torn. Jesus, you gave me peace beyond mental reason. Yo, hold on, kid, good things come in due season. The race is not for the swift, but for those who endure. Help is on the way, Jesus is knocking at your door. If you feel tired, weary, and sad and hopeless, he will transform you anew with his likeness.
Something like that. Oh my gosh. Stop! I won't finish this. I will keep tweaking. Okay, I'll see you guys later. God is good. For me and xsinick, you guys have a good rest of your day. saying goodbye for the 14th, 15th time. And yeah. Yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. Bye bye. Yeah, of course. You think that's funny? It's making you, of course.
Long, long ago, we were the slaves of the Urgoth. And eventually, after much strife, we broke free. And so we made our walls high. And our convictions strong. No one can survive out there on their own.
We found her last night, in the jungle.
They said she must have been out there for years.
It's not possible. I always knew this day would come. A new beginning.
You won't get your son back. You have my word.
And yet, new enemies would be forged. A line would be crossed. Things would never return to the way before. Visions, Kelly. Your history. Your future. A life unlived.
You backstabbing rat! You sold us out! I never should have trusted you! She's in the middle of it. That's not possible.
The anthem swims through your mind. It knows you. It knows us all.